The systems we've used to hire for decades are currently hitting a point of saturation, where they no longer function as intended. For years, the text-based resume was the primary currency of the job market. You provided a summary of responsibilities, and automated applicant tracking systems, or ATS, parsed those words to find a match. But the barrier to creating a perfect resume has disappeared. With generative AI, anyone can produce a keyword-optimized CV that looks indistinguishable from an expert's in just a few seconds. When every application is grammatically perfect and mathematically optimized for the same keywords, the signal-to-noise ratio drops to zero. A recruiter can no longer tell the difference between a high performer and a well-engineered prompt. In a market where text is cheap and easily replicated, employers have become wary of claims. In response, the hiring conversation is moving away from what people say they can do and onto what they have already executed. This shift is leading to the rise of visual proof, tangible, un-fakeable artifacts that validate a candidate's experience. Consider Sarah, a mid-career product manager. Despite having a strong background, her standard applications were consistently ignored by automated filters, leaving her stuck in a pool of hundreds of identical text-based profiles. Sarah stopped using standard job boards. Instead, she identified 10 target companies and built an explicit product improvement blueprint for each one, hosted on a Notion database. Rather than just listing product discovery as a skill, she embedded interactive Figma prototypes, shared roadmap prioritization frameworks, and included redacted requirement documents to show how she balanced technical constraints with business goals. By sending these direct links to product directors, she bypassed the recruiters entirely. Within 2 weeks, she secured 3 direct interviews. Putting the artifacts up front allowed those directors to see her professional judgment and product sense before they even read her name. This approach also works for those who lack the traditional pedigree that automated systems look for. David wanted to move into a technical cybersecurity role, but his resume didn't have the enterprise-level names usually required to pass an initial screen. To prove he could do the work, he built a physical enterprise environment in his home using cloud instances. This served as a live staging ground where he could simulate real-world security incidents. David recorded 60-second micro-videos of his screen while he was actively mitigating these simulated attacks, analyzing live logs and configuring servers in real time. He embedded these video links directly into the top of his resume. When a technical director clicked, they didn't see a list of certifications. They saw a professional actively demonstrating enterprise-level troubleshooting. David was hired because his visual proof removed the uncertainty of a bad hire. His actual execution made his lack of academic credentials irrelevant. You can adopt this strategy by shifting your mindset from that of a standard applicant to that of a consultant who solves specific problems. First, keep a value ledger. Track the specific data points, dashboard screenshots, and system architectures from your daily work that show your actual contributions. Second, create explainer snippets. Use a screen recording tool to make a 2-minute video breaking down the architecture of a complex problem you solved in the past. Finally, build redacted case studies. Take a business asset you've authored, like a workflow audit or a project schedule, and remove the sensitive data. The resulting document acts as a blueprint of how you think and execute. These assets are especially effective when reaching out to high-stakes decision-makers, such as private equity operating partners. In a landscape where text is increasingly difficult to verify, the advantage belongs to those who stop describing what they could build and start presenting the actual blueprints of what they have already executed. To learn more about navigating this shift, visit Jobsearch.community to become an insider. You can access Jeff Altman's coaching, courses, and books there. And if this was helpful, please like, comment, and share the video to help others stand out in today's market.